Section 5, Video 6, Adding and Subtracting Rational Expressions. When we add and subtract fractions, we have a little bit more to be concerned about. One is that we must have a common denominator. A common denominator we cannot do these questions without common denominators. So the practice of getting common denominators is a majority of the work. Once that's taken care of, we can add and subtract the numerators. The denominators stay the same, but be sure that if you are doing a subtraction between fractions, that you distribute the negative when necessary. So therefore, I recommend from the beginning, if we ever have a subtraction problem, like this second fraction here, we would change this to plus a negative 2 and put that numerator with the negative. So what would be the common denominator be for 2 and 3? That would be 6. So I would take top and bottom, to make the common denominator 6, this has to be multiplied by 3. In order for the fraction to stay proportional, we must multiply top and bottom by 3. Second fraction, I'd multiply by 2, top and bottom, and we get 4. Once you have a common denominator, it stays the same. We add the numerators now, and we get 7. And even though it's improper, that's good enough. Next one, 6 and 9. So what's the least common multiple, is the phrasing you'd use here. The lowest number that both numbers can go into. So we're looking for the least common multiple. So if I go 9, the next multiple would be 18, and 6 does go into 18. So we would make the common denominator be 18. To get that common denominator, we'd multiply the first fraction, top and bottom, by 3. The second fraction, we multiply a top and bottom by 2. And remember, it's a negative 2 there because it was subtraction. And we get negative 4. So now we're adding them. 18 stays the same. 3 plus negative 4 is negative 1. And that's a real simple example of adding and subtracting fractions that do not have variables in them. And this ends Section 6, Video 1.